Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This, as you can tell by the title of the video, is a new AR build, and of course it is in the most fantastic 25-45 Sharps. Now this is a rifle in every sense of the word. It is a 20-inch barrel rifle length gas system with an A2 stock and buffer system. Very, very good rifle. It feels really great. It is lightweight, and it fulfills the needs which it was built for. It is built on a budget, but it was a budget in which the parts that needed to be invested in were. We've got a good barrel, a good bolt carrier group, a fairly good rail, and of course a good trigger. And all the other parts were kind of glommed together, but really it came out very, very nice. In fact, had I taken my time and really invested the money into my budget and looked further than what was right in front of me, I probably would have ended up building a rifle like this for my first 25-45. Now this is my father's rifle. He essentially commissioned me to build it. He gave me a budget, said, here, I need you to do this, and all in total his investment's about $650, whereas my investment's around $200 to $250 with this rifle. That's because it has my optic on it, has my pistol grip, my lower parts kit, my magazine in it, a couple little odds and ends here and there that were mine, but they were already in existence and not being used on a current rifle, so why not just save the costs there and go with that, because it can always be updated later. Those parts can be taken off and swapped out for what he wants. He has not gotten to shoot this yet, but you know, hopefully sometime soon he will. I'm just going to go through a quick breakdown on what parts were used, and maybe it'll help you with an idea of what you want to build. Doesn't have to be, of course, in 25-45. There's so many different chamberings available now. This would be a good setup in 5.56, you know, run some 77 grain OTMs, or heck, you just want to get every little bit out of a 5.56 cartridge, so go with a 20-inch barrel. It'll work. But we'll start right in front of you. We're looking at an AIM surplus $100 nickel boron bolt carrier group. Awesome bolt. First range trip, 50 rounds of the rifle, you know, fixing the teething issues, get everything set right, and the chrome or the nickel plating that was on the firing pin actually started to flake off. Contacted AIM about it. A day later they said, I believe a gentleman by the name of John from sales and customer service said, well, I hate to see that happen, your new firing pin's in the mail. And they sent it to me free of charge. They paid for shipping. They you know, paid for that firing pin to come to me, and I am more than happy. In fact, the firing pin I got was a much better looking one and more of a standard looking one than the one that was previously in it. I digress though. The upper receiver is a DS Arms from Primary Arms website. Not DSA as in the guys who build the FAL rifles, but DS Arms. Think a little bit different. I'm pretty sure they're a different company because DSA is usually just DSA, not DS Arms. But that's a topic for another time, I suppose. The optic, you may have seen it before. It's the Barska SWAT AR 1-4x28 illuminated reticle mil-dot scope. That's a mouthful. Has exposed turrets. Comes with its own base. It's kind of a heavy optic. The one power is a little bit fish-eyed, but hey, it's a pretty good piece of glass for 110 bucks at Walmart, and you know, can't knock it too hard. It worked really well on my 18-inch, and it'll serve its purpose here on this 20-inch barreled gun. Now the lower receiver is an Anderson, has a Palmetto State Armory lower parts kit in it. The trigger, however, is the BCM enhanced nickel boron trigger. Fantastic trigger. I'm absolutely in love with it. It's a standard configuration. It's got just the same durability and the usefulness as the mil-spec trigger. It is a true mil-spec trigger, with the exception of it being nickel boron coated. Really matches the bolt carrier well. It's a little bit more of a matte finish, you know, darker, not as glowing, not as shiny as the bolt carrier group itself, but that's not really an issue. The magazine, of course, 20 round PMag. That's a Gen 3. Right now it is loaded with the Reaper which is the 80 grain TTSX load that I have created. Others may have done the same thing, but I believe I'm the first one to be posting videos about it. And no, the rifle is not loaded. And we will get the magazine out of here because we will be picking up the rifle and we just want to be doubly safe. Now, this is an A2 stock and buffer system. That's pretty obvious, but this is a UTG. It's made in the Philippines or Taiwan. I can't remember which. We took a chance here. Really good quality components. Not seen any issues out of it so far. We'll see in the future. It was just the difference between this kit and one from PSA or one from CMMG was about $50 to $60. So honestly, unless you're getting a sale where you're getting a whole lower parts kit for that price with the buffer system like I did on my original AR build, it's just not really worth it. The MOE Plus grip, my favorite Magpul grip. And the question everybody's been wondering, what rail is that? You know, I can tell you right now, everybody's going to ask what rail this is. This is a GunTech USA. This is a US made rail, and it is very affordable. I have read some reviews, I have watched some videos on it, guys saying, oh, the edges are a little sharp, the finish isn't that great. I can agree, the finish is probably not the best in town, but it's working, it's staying on, it's not scuffing off. It's a very, very lightweight rail. It indexes easily. If you've ever built ARs, you know how much of a pain a rail that's difficult to index can be. You know, it's a nice AR. Of course, the barrel is a Sharps Rifle Company 2545 barrel, 20-inch, 3-polygonal rifle. It is magnetic particle inspected and high pressure tested. I believe they're making it out of 416 stainless steel or some number that escapes me right now, and I'm just going to make a fool of myself if I try and say that's what it is. So that's available on their website. Go check that out. They're accepting pre-orders right now. Apparently they ran out of their last batch, and they've got enough demand that they're, you know, pushing them out there. But this is a really nice rail. Great barrels. It is their light contour. To me, if it was a 5.56, it'd be more like a medium or a heavy. Well, not quite heavy, but closer to that contour. But you know, quarter bore. It's a little bit lighter on the wall thickness, so we'll just call it what they called it. It'll be a light. CMMG gas tube, no fanciness there. AIM surplus, melanited or nitride treated, whichever one it is. Low profile gas block, you can kind of see it up in there. It's nothing special for 20 bucks. Hey, high quality gas block. AIM surplus has got it going on. And we've got the 30 caliber Phantom YHM flash suppressor, and I'm really confused as to whether or not this is the YHM, the true YHM Phantom, or if this is the CMMG knockoff or what. It's one of the two companies, but it is the Phantom style. It is blind on the bottom, so it's not going to kick up dust. It is I believe it's a 5-port design, aggressive teeth on the front, if I can actually keep in the camera. Very, very nice. God, go home, you're drunk, Drake. But a very nice looking muzzle device. Very mean, but very effective, extremely effective. The quarter bar is very efficient at powder burn, especially in this barrel length, but it can produce a little bit of flash, and this mitigates it completely. It completely breaks the gas, it completely disrupts the burn, and it's very consistent with its gas flow, so there shouldn't be any accuracy issues as long as we find a bullet that this gun likes, which it should like. A little bit lighter. The 80 grain TTSX might actually group better than the 1.9 twist 18-inch heavy barrel that I have. Who knows? We'll find out. It may like the 100 grainers. Who knows? It's only an inch difference in twist rate, and that can make all the world, or that can make a hill of beans in difference. We really am just going to have to test and find out, you know. But it's a fantastic little setup. It is very lightweight. I love this rail. It feels really, really good. And it looks very good. It's a very attractive rifle. A little bit of gun porn there at an odd angle, and I bumped the camera. Oh well, this is a crappy little video anyways. This is just kind of an update to let you know what's going on in the rifle you're going to be seeing now compared with the 18-inch. The 18-inch will have an update video on how its new parts are performing. It's got a new optic. It's got, well, newer. I've covered it before, but new trigger, which is the BCM Mueller parts kit, and receiver, which is an Anderson with BCM kit in it. It's got the BCM gunfighter in it. It's got the Aim Surplus bolt kit in it, which has the bolt, the firing pin, the cam pin, and the cotter pin, or the bolt firing pin retaining pin. But I digress there. So, you know, we've got a lot of fun stuff going on here with the 2545. So keep watching the channel, guys, and as always, keep your powder dry, and God bless.